How's it going, folks? Welcome back to another Star Wars Holocron. I'm Muse, and we are about to check out the next update for Star Wars Genesis. Let's jump in. So, starting off before everything else, Deity did put out a PSA for everybody as a final reminder to turn off automatic updates on Steam because we are probably going to get a patch for Starfield. When Starfield gets patches, it does take a little bit for everybody behind the scenes to fix all the bugs and everything, make sure that all the mods and everything are working together. So, do make sure that you turn off your automatic updates on Steam so that you can still play the game as that updates while we do wait on the next Star Wars Genesis update. You've been warned. If you do have any questions, there is a fantastic link right here, right in the Discord, just genesismodlist.com. You will find it. Just do make sure that you are turning off your updates. You've been warned. After that, the biggest thing I did really want to talk about is this new kind of updated. I mean, I've never seen the Stormtrooper armor ever, and it looks pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. So you do get this at the end of the Imperial quest line. And if you have already completed the Imperial quest line, I think it just takes the armor that you get at the end of it and swaps it to this. So the in-game files will change. So you will get this armor, which is awesome. I like to run Stormtrooper armor. I like that it's not necessarily basic, but Stormtrooper armor you can put all the different armor parts on top of and really customize it. So having that Stormtrooper armor that's super customizable, super cool for that base, I do really like. And this is it, kind of in the dark with everything. You've got the all that blue glow that you can see. Definitely different. I like it a lot. I kind of want a live cosplay of just this with the blue lights on the Stormtrooper armor. I don't know why no one has ever thought of doing this before, uh, but it's super sick and I love it. And then after that, with this update as well, so we're getting a big update planned for this Sunday. But Bethesda announced that they did a small update. They're doing it next week, so they're holding off on the main update, like I said earlier. But they did say a lot of the things that we are getting. We are getting the proper placements, which is super cool. Let's just kind of dive in here and making them more updated to Star Wars. So a big prop overhaul with that. So Star Warsifying all the walls in game, which is super neat. And then also getting all the greebles on the walls updated as well. And as well, some of the computers and kiosks all getting Star Warsified. So definitely very immersive with everything because we do still have a lot of the Starfield-ish stuff in the game, but getting things Star Warsified is pretty awesome. You see all the Arabesh and everything in the background, which is super cool. And then release of the Rocks Planet Pack added a bunch of these guys to the galaxy. Also stretched it out so it covers the entire screen for more room. So some cool updates there that we just got, but also everything that we are confirmed for the next update is right here. So if you do want to check out this list, it is also on the Discord. I suggest being there. I know a lot of people like to be more on YouTube, don't like to be on Discord, which is why I do this for you. So if you do appreciate it, make sure you snap those like and subscribe buttons so you know every time we drop a new one. With everything, we are getting the Ilum Cave of Destiny. So adding a fully explorable and unique cave, POI to Ilum, where you can find a Kyber crystal while battling off Imperials and fauna. The color of this crystal depends on the choices you made in your playthrough and has unique stack bonus that other crystals don't. So this is cool. This is our first personalized Kyber crystal. I don't necessarily know exactly which decisions will kind of make or break you. Probably killing people. I know that's like the big one, either to kill people or don't kill people. With the update to the story missions, you have the option to either kill or don't kill the Nemodian in the ship when you're picking up that relic. So that's an option. I'm not sure exactly what all will contribute to the crystal color, but it's cool that it's there, and I like that they're kind of building that into the Star Wars, which is super cool. The Volix system, replacing the Tadacha system. I guess that's a Starfield system. With the Volix system, moved it to an unknown regions next to Ilum. Added in the Shuga crash site, which has the lootable Nihilus mask. We did actually go over the Nihilus mask in a last video. That update is on, or the creator of that is on Nexus Mods, so it's a mod that you can already get, but I like that they're putting it in, making it Star Wars Genesis canon, so we can pick it up. So there's actually, we don't have to mess with it too much. Endor added Fox, Radio Clown standalone Endor planets, POIs featuring Ewok villages, the Gorax Cave, Star Wars wildlife, and a new follower. So we are getting a new follower from Endor. Maybe it's a little Ewok, maybe it's not. That sounds pretty cool. They're runestones, so they replaced the star shards, which we've seen a couple. I think that we saw like 2 or 3 in some of our previous videos that I kind of talked about. But now you can encounter them in random locations and interact with them to absorb their energy. After 3 interactions, gain a skill point. I believe it's just 3 per planet, from when I was kind of reading over some of these mods before. So that is something to kind of look for. Hopefully we learn a little bit more on release, but I do believe it is 3 random per planet, and that's the max you can get. So more with lightsaber crystals. You can now craft red synthetic crystals if you have level 2 artificing. So I know that was set up beforehand, but now you can actually use it. You can extract the Kyber crystal from a former Jedi's lightsaber at the industrial workbench, temporary, and bleed it with your own lightsaber at the workbench. So I believe this might be the Mace Windu lightsaber is what I'm guessing. Is you can pull the Kyber crystal out of the Mace Windu lightsaber, video on that, and then bleed it, and then you can also take it from the former Siths, which I'm going to guess is the Night Sister that we kill. Again, this is all kind of speculation. We don't have like official patch notes for this yet. But and then purified your own lightsaber works, turning it white, so that's kind of cool. Bleed the attuned crystal you took from Ilum, so that's nice that we can bleed our own crystal that we get from Ilum, and then purify it later. And then a couple bugs fixed. The Tython trainer, this is actually a pretty big one for me, because fighting that boss sucked because everything was too tall and was hard to move around. So they revamped the boss fight, moved all the teleports to ground, as the pillar teleports were too buggy. Lower the ridges, which was a huge thing, and fix an issue where the trainer would flee if you were too high. I didn't have this because I don't know how high of a level you need to be. All ship conversation between Mika and Cade had to be rewritten / revoiced, which is nice. During that one, after you get through the story, you see Mika on the ship and talks in the old voice lights, which is funny. Added 3 new playable races. I actually didn't see this when I was doing my first reading. Courtesy of Rady Clown, Gang, Keldor, and Lasat. I actually don't know what these are. Hopefully we'll just put those on screen down here for the important things that you guys do need to see throughout the video, so that way you kind of see everything going on. Vehicles, update the latest version of Sniper 9's Vehicle Pack, which has animation and first-person support for all vehicles and speeders. Hood, updated latest version of Kilo's Ship Hood, which increases text size, removes the level indicator again. NPCs, I'll fix the faces of Tarkin and Thrawn to be more accurate. Some list management, updated versions of the Trandoshan to fix material issues. HK-47 and fix some issues to add quality of life. That's cool. If you don't know, HK-47 you can find on Tatooine with the what are they? The Jawas. Jeez, yeah, the Jawas will sell them. We'll sell HK-47 to you. New planets in Galaxy. Number of new planet systems have been added, courtesy of Rock 44. Landable ones, along with a couple unlandable ones, have been added to the Genesis Galaxy. Genesis Galaxy map has been stretched to fully utilize the entire screen. Many of the coming soon planets have been renamed back to their vanilla names and thrown into a corner of the Galaxy map. Okay, so anything that says coming soon is just kind of moved away, probably just for immersion, which is kind of nice. A few systems named after their real system have been renamed to the name of their most known planet. That's helpful because there's times where lore-wise, I actually, if I know something's in a system but it's not the name, I will actually Google like what system a planet's in, which is funny. But that's I don't know how I feel about this one as Like, I understand this, like, the simplicity of trying to find planets, but, like, Kijimi, like, I actually had to look up, where Kijimi was in the systems when I wanted to go there, which is kinda funny. Move the Mandalorian Ruins POI to a new Mandalore and rename the old Mandalorian systems of Scarif for the upcoming GCW quest line. Okay, so we are getting a new quest line, which is going to be on Scarif. Added a mod that adds first-person running animations for your hands when no weapon is equipped. That's kind of neat. Redid the Emperor's Embrace traits. Replaced the outdated Deathwatch armor and helmet with a custom version of Sniper 9's newest model. So we get new Deathwatch. That's super awesome. Rewrote the description of the melee counter perk to emphasize it only works in first person. That's mildly helpful. Some bug fixes, some lip syncing. Imperial Story added 2 Death Trooper guards for Thrawn in the hallway. That's neat, actually. Add new and unique Shadow Trooper Elite Armor Award available for loot on the mannequin in Thrawn's meeting room, only after completing the quest line. So I'm going to guess that might be the one that we saw earlier. Although it says Shadow Trooper Elite, so I'm actually not sure. Definitely stick around later so we can check this out when the new update comes out. That sounds super awesome. Bunch of small improvements, a bunch of bug fixes that I don't want to go over. But this is honestly a super huge update. I feel like every update is going to be super huge, and this one's definitely awesome, especially with the new lightsaber crystals on Ilum, adding another part for that. Just kind of a little bit more lore for the lightsabers in the game. And doing a lot here. I like that they added a little extra armor. That's always fun and something appreciated, especially with some of the character showcase that people are doing. New, I don't know about the, not that I don't know about it, but I might try to see on some of these new planets if there's like a cool base that we can build somewhere that is, maybe in a different biome. I know people were looking for Darth Vader's castle. That is not in the game. So if you're looking for Darth Vader's castle, it's not there. I got it from Deity. It's not in the game. Stop looking for it. It's not real. People are lying to you. Um, so that is all that. I don't think there was any other real news after that other than just make sure that you do turn off your automatic updates on Steam. And we do have some really cool things on the way for this update. A lot of immersion in this. So yeah, some of the Ilum stuff. Then we have the Sky Shard right here. So you will be seeing these. They're hopefully a lot easier to see than what they were, because they were just a light in the sky. And then we have our Nihilus mask as well, which is going to be super cool. I hope it is legendary and they do some cool stuff with that. And then some of the biomes that they're working on. I think that's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? That looks like the Ebon Hawk. I wonder if we can get the Ebon Hawk out of there. I mean, it's in the side of a mountain, but oh wait, no, that goes with the Nihilus stuff, because that's the Ebon Hawk and then that's the Nihilus. So it's just an homage. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. That's super cool. So there you go, the little homage to Knights of the Republic with the Ebon Hawk and the Nihilus mask. So if you are excited for this next update, make sure again you follow along and let us know what you are looking forward to seeing most in this next update, or if you're just waiting for a specific feature before you do make the jump to updating your game. And until next time, may the Force be with you.